is probably for the best I am reaching the end of this DLC. On account of I'm really running out of room for named things that have killed me. Although really there's only so many enemy types they added for the DLC. I guess I could fight the other Great Red Bear, and I could get a different Great Red Bear name on there. I thought the Ghost Friend Dragon once, actually. Alright. I was still on Bobby View in Skidoo View. Alright. Load. Let us hide you. Hide you. Oh, right. I left off on Gaius. I think I can actually use this because I'll probably do good damage to him. Oh, right. Actually, you know what? Oh, hey, Darth. You actually ran on time. Whoops. I took that right to the face. Ow. Invasion. Hey, Captain. Alright, you two. I didn't actually mention this, so I said that the patch update... Ow. Oh, shit. That charge is really hard to roll. Because I don't think they changed it any. But it has a ton of... Like, it's very big. So if you don't roll it at, like, the right time, just straight to the side, it's going to catch you. But anyways, what I forgot is that actually this is one of the things they changed. It used to be in the earlier patch, when you came and fought Gaius other times, he would be like right there in front of you. Like he'd be like where that like pillar right there in front of Bobby Joe right here is. Now they've moved him though, so he's where he starts the fight. Actually, they might have made that easier to dodge, too. Oh. Man, I do not remember your timings at all. Oh, except that one I can remember, but... That was a bad angle for that. Heal up! Too soon. I knew the kick was there, too. Oh, the charge. Oh. Not rocks. Honestly, the true enemy here is not even Gaius, it really is his war. Blarg? Hey, what's up, Scott? Oh, man. This is gonna be rough. Last time I beat him by rolling, I had faster weapons. He's not giving me windows to do my big jump attack for big damage. Okay, let's see if I can make this dodge. Also, you may notice that it has like a little hitbox in front of it. Like, I hesitate to say he's unfair, but just his attacks have a lot of hitboxes that are maybe bigger than they should be. Mostly just to make sure that if you are dodging properly. Oh my god, why are you not going into phase 2? You son of a bitch! You skipped going into phase 2? Alright, well that was on me. I thought he was gonna do his whole like big like watch me getting ready to do my big gravity magic transfer or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if I feel like his roll's easier to dodge, but also not his roll, his charge is easier to dodge. But that might be more confirmation bias. Sick. I am astonished the game let me get away with that. There we go. See, that was what I was expecting him to do. And he just skipped ahead to this phase. Oh, that hurt. That also hurt. Oh, more rocks. Ha, you thought you could charge me? With your Borg. Okay, I'm almost sure they fixed that. Oh crap, oh. Oh, the charge got me there. Yeah, we talked about Gravity Magic. Eden Zero may return at home. Recap again. I guess Eden Zero does outlive Elden Ring in its gravity magic. Because Elden Ring's only a couple years old versus Eden Zero being like 5. Oh, I had to sneeze there. It does not help that Gaius also does more damage in that phase. A shield would also be useful, but... Ah. Let's heal up to be safe. Rocks. I hate using an attack window to heal. Oh, you dodged me. Where did it? Oh. Alright, there we go. Got the phase 2 again, at least. Damn, I thought that would reach. Wrong one. Okay. I'm always so bad at remembering that one. And I'm dead again. I heard the WMR episode with that last chapter. I doubt it. More likely to become an Elden Ring lore podcast. When do you get ran on that? Oh man. I actually haven't listened to that weekly manga recap. I tend to save that along with a couple tabletop shows for when I'm exercising. But I've also heard, like, I'm only like a chapter or two, like a week or two behind in that sense, so I have a good idea of what it would be like. Yeah, like, his attacks are just extra big. Oh, and to be clear, you can ride your horse in here. You can do this as a mounted battle. But, as you see there, there's like no point. Like, the fact is, Gaius' boar here is just superior to Torrent. Okay. There is like almost 100% chance. I feel like they must have fixed his charge attack. Its hitbox used to be way more egregious. I say even as it hits me way more often, but... I feel like rolling diagonally through it like that. Oh, now you do your... Okay, well, that's fine. Okay, come on, Bobby Joe. I just skipped, like, a quarter of his health bar. We should be able to beat him. Oh, that was greedy, though. There we go. Remembrance of the Wild Boar Rider. Summon an Oliphant. Bulldrome is a known prominent Moss Runner games. That looks to be about the right size for one. Oh, Bulldrome. Bildro. I feel like that's understandable. Um, yeah, I feel like he's more designed to like. I mean, maybe you can fight him on Torrent well. Doesn't feel like it to me, but that's what it is. So, remembrance of Commander Gaius, hewn into the skidoo tree. Both were as elder brothers to the lion, and both were cursed from birth. In spite of, or perhaps because of this very reason, Gaius was both Messmer's friend and the leader of his men. All right. So let's see what we can make with that. 6 deaths to him is not too bad. Especially because I wasn't like using deflections, which he seems like he's weak to. So Gaius actually has stuff we can buy. Um, this Gaius's helm. Gaius's armor. Gaius's gauntlets. Interestingly, if we look through here, we don't find Gaius's greaves. I'm going to put a pin in that for a little bit later. And let's see what we can make with... oh, you're here? I guess that makes sense. We can make a sword lance. Weapon once wielded by Commander Gaius, a combination of greatsword and lance. Weighty and capable of being brought to bear with great force, this armament shows its true potential when used astride a mount. Gaius himself was never without his boar. Skill, spinning gravity thrust. A gravity skill honed by the disciples of an alabaster lord. Uses gravitational power to hang in the air before rotating the body and charging forward. An additional input allows for a follow-up attack. And then we have Blades of Stone, which requires 48 intelligence, so. Gravity manipulating sorcery of Commander Gaius. Pulls blade-like clumps of rock from the earth. Charging increases potency. Gaius and Radon were good rivals in their youth, and this sorcery is a product of their friendly competition. Alright. Not anchors. But we also bought his clothing. The black iron gauntlets of Commander Gaius, part of an armor set patterned after fallen seeds. Gaius was the most senior disciple of the same alabaster lord who taught Radon and Gaia gravitational technique. I don't know who Gaia is in terms of this game. I don't know if that's just like he's somewhere I couldn't find, or if perhaps it's obscure lore bit that I don't know about, but it's interesting. And now we can go through to this area, which is actually pretty empty. But it is a place where you can find an enemy type from the base game. Let's see if I can find her. We'll know we're on the right track if Bobby Joe starts getting full of arrows. Or I'll just murder her. So this is one of those Albinoric archers, but with the wolf. Sharpshot Talisman. Gaius's Greaves. The detect forsworn method in Skyrim approach. Black iron greaves made for Commander Gaius. A cruel joke, for he could not wear them. Riding atop the boar he called his other half, Gaius was in fact a warrior of Albinoric extraction. Sharpshot Talisman. A talisman depicting an archer wielding a longbow. Boosts attack power of precision-aimed shots. The Albinoric archers were in a class of their own, and their deadly long-range specialists struck fear into the hearts of men. So Gaius, it turns out, was an Albinoric. So his legs did not work, which is why when you fight him, he's on a boar, which was his other half. I don't know why the Lady Albinaurics are the archers that get wolves, and Gaius was a big guy who got a boar instead, but I don't know. I guess wolf and boar are the two genders when it comes to Albinaurics riding animals. Eh. And then if we go over here, this is in many ways the true gift for beating Gaius. The Skadutri Chalice. Fragment. 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 So beating him gives you at least one, maybe two or three, depending on what level of fragment you're on, of the DLC leveling. And that's it. This is kind of an empty little area. So, now that we begin that, let us go and fight. All right. From Software now has a long and storied tradition of making a type of boss. Qualag from Dark Souls 1 is probably the most famous one. You know, Lady Top Half, Spider Bottom. Then I think her name's Najka? I might be complaining that was another one. Dark Souls 2, of course, had a Scorpion one. So, you know, you gotta get bigger and bolder as you go. Ramana, Saint of the Bud. She has a Scorpion half and a Centipede half. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh, that just gives you Scarlet Rot. Okay. Joke's on you, you've already rot. Oh my god. Bobby Joe, you cannot be distracted just because she has hot bug half. Yep. Maybe not. Okay, well, I'm not saying the blood. Kill it with fire. You find Lex attractive, she has it. Oh. Okay. 147. Ramina, Saint of the Bud. 1. I think this one's okay to see. Okay, it's not too big. Okay. So here is our Scarlet Rot boss of this game. Because they tried to make sure there was like one for everyone, I guess. Oh, can I? Oh, I was gonna hit you in your... No, I'm not gonna say it. Well, that gives you a lot of Scarlet Rot, too. Oh, here comes phase 2. Now she's also part butterfly. Okay, I need to actually start dodging that attack. Laos would love her. Burn it, it must be cleansed in holy flame. Pink butterflies, everyone's favorite from Hades. Laos would love her. Oh man. The only other time I fought her, I kind of cruised through her in only like a couple fights, so this might take a little bit. Although I could dodge that like spinny one, so I don't know what's going on there. I do like her like spin into a ball attack. It's goofy. I guess when you have a centipede half, what else are you gonna do? Oh. We are now in phase 2. The butterfly has come out. There we go. That is how you do that. Okay, let's not get greedy. All I need to do is touch her now. Like that. Remembrance of the Saint of the Bud. Her Kushibida, she only has like 100 legs. She's actually pretty reasonable as the DLC bosses go. I guess you could argue that might also be easy, but still. Oh, goodness. Remembrance of Ramana, Saint of the Bud, hewn into the skidoo tree. After the church was burned to the ground, Ramana discovered a twisted divine element which she weaved into the baleful scarlet rot. Perhaps then, the buds might find somewhere to gain purchase once more within the scorched remains. Alright. Let's see what we can make with that. Not that I'm not making anything with it, but you also get some... There's some interesting, like, you get lore tidbits from learning what you can make with them. I don't think she has any equipment, though, which makes sense. Most of her body was kind of, bug people. Although it would have been amazing if you get, like, bug legs. Okay. Alright. Whole Blade of the Bud. I'm looking at the wrong thing here. So, it's an arcane weapon, actually. Because of Scarlet Rot buildup. Weapon of Ramana, Saint of the Bud. A scarlet glaive with a dangling bud-like blade. Attacks cause buildup of rot. Once in the crumbling, burning church, Ramana held the bud in speechless silence. That bud would become her blade. She gives you 50 identical pairs of boots with slightly different lore. That would have been amazing. Unique skill, Ramana's Purification. Imbues bud blade with scarlet rot butterflies before unleashing 2 large sweeping slashes. This was once considered a sacred act of purification. Rotten butterflies. Incantation used by Ramana, Saint of the Bud, summons a myriad of butterflies while performing a gentle twirl. The butterflies break apart on contact, scattering rot and setting off a chain reaction. The scarlet butterflies are as the goddess of rot's wings. Bereft of a master, they were soothed by Ramana, who reached out to them. Alright, back to the DLC. Let's go to Church of the Bud. Because we have to do something else first, but we'll let the game tell us about that. Or actually, it might not. I had that message earlier. It might just expect you to remember. Yeah, so you come here and it's like, well, that's where I want to go, but how do I get there? Examine ceiling tree. The ceiling tree obscures the tower in shadow. It cannot be burned without Messmer's kindling. Inflicts rot, considered a part of a purification ritual. I see we're applying Nurgle logic. Look, things fall apart with time. Dark chamber entrance. So yeah, the place I left off, I had to beat at least 2 of the bosses to really explore, and guys, yeah, that's a small optional area, so yeah. This is my favorite boss of the DLC. And probably the second hardest? So we may be here a little while. No, he's quite hot.
That tarnished, it seemeth. Mother, wouldst thou truly lordship sanction in one so bereft of light?
He's the cool boss man from
Yet,
the trailer, too.
my purpose standeth unchanged. Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death. In the embrace of Messmer's flame.
He also does that thing you're talking about where he's very quiet. Let's see if I remember how to fight you. Oh, I did not time that properly. That's right, you can really... Ooh. Also, I don't have Yolan anymore, but where are you? Oh, I did not time that properly. Hornsent, I want to show you off. Ah, there's Hornsent summon sign if you've done his quest line.
In the
The embrace of Messmer's flame. I'm just gonna put him under here as Messmer, because he's one of those his name changes in his phase 2. Spoiler, he has a phase 2. Although, admittedly, you could make the argument that it would actually be for the best, too. Oh, well. Ow. He goes from Messmer to Merman and gains the water type.
Stripped of the grace of gold.
Whoops.
Shall all death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
It took me an embarrassingly long time to remember. Well, not remember. To realize, like... Because you hear how he says it there. Embrace of... in the embrace of Messmer's flames. And it's like... That's such a weird way for him to say his name. And it's because he's being very sibilant with the S's because he has a snake. Not sure how I feel about this cloak on Bobby Joe. Oh, have you finally noticed I'm wearing the finger cloak? Yes, I put that on because it's funny. It's called the finger robe. Robe of Count Emir, High Priest. The front is open, exposing the squirming fingers beneath. This robe is the image of his fervent desire having broken free, laying bare his greatest wish, and wearing it enhances finger sorceries. I will be the true mother. My fingers will grant us redemption. This is the boss I went to bed before, isn't it? Yes and no. He is technically a boss, but he's the follow-up boss to the Remembrance one you get. No, you went to bed before this one. Remembrance of the Mother of Fingers. She's like a giant finger creature. Looks way grosser when you can see her in actual motion. Oh, too soon. Oh, what was that attempt to parry?
Messmer's flame.
Okay. I was hoping this was not going to be this dire. But that is not a promising start to this fight. No, this is fine. This is fine. Probably better if I wasn't trying to go for the parries, but there's... He has a couple moves that are actually pretty reliable to parry.
Of gold,
oof.
Death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Okay, if I could remember his attack chains, that would be lovely. I did spend a fair bit of time on him when I fought him the first time. And unfortunately, I did have a later weapon for that, which sometimes having a later weapon can kind of... Oh. This is, by the way, 1, a very painful grab. 2, like Millennia Stab, he will go into his kill quote if that's going to kill you during the animation for that. That's good music too. At least I'm beginning to remember slowly how to do this. But he's pretty fair with like the windows he gives you for attacks too.
Stripped of the grace of God, shall all dead in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Oh man. I never got good at parrying him, but I have completely lost the sense of it. Now, admittedly, part of that is also because for the attack I'm most reliably good at parrying, I keep trying to do it from too far away. Yeah, like that. Ooh. Do-do-do. Okay, that one attack, you don't really get enough to do that. Okay. Alright. Alright. I'm pretty decently sure we'll at least hit phase 2 this time. Ooh, although as I say that. And phase 2. Trigger warning. The suggestion of self-mutilation?
Suffer. Our Lord, devoid of light. No, Mother. Forgive me.
Yeah, you can kind of see where this is gonna go. And he can definitely see where this is going. So, one could say he had a magic eyeball, but it was not like the bullshit powerful makes you powerful magic eyeball, like a Naruto type. It's more the restricts your power type.
wilt thou be taken in the jaws of the abyssal serpent, shorn of light.
Bro, your brain is snakes. Alright, I need to see something, Messmer. Leave me be. Can you... Okay, you can still summon Hornset in this phase.
Embrace thine oblivion, as shall I.
Yeah, he goes from Messmer, the Impaler, to Base Serpent Messmer. Now, arguably, there is value in counting different named boss phases, but... Well, wait a second, actually. How much space do I have? You know what? I changed my mind. Why not? Now, I'm not sure if I think most of the others anyways don't have a name phase change, right? Rolana doesn't. Miami's Dancing Lion doesn't. Bale didn't. Right, there was Midra, but he doesn't really unless you count the first and the first phase when he's this little tiny creature versus when he's the actual boss. No, I think we're fine doing it this way, actually. Now, unfortunately, if we want to finish Hornsent's quest line, we actually need to summon him at some point. Also, did that a little bit too soon, but that's okay. There we go. Those are how you dodge those attacks. That was a dumb time. Oh, I might be dead.
The grace of gold, shadow of
Yup.
death. In the embrace of Messmer.
Messmer. Well, okay then. Yeah, that it's a big grab. It does a lot of damage. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, that was way too soon. That, however, was just right. heal.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all be dead in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Come on, Messmer. Stop impaling me. I want to see the base serpent. Although we'll be skipping that cutscene, but it's a pretty neat one. Um, if it was not clear, when he pulled his eye out, what it revealed was that his eye was actually like the symbol of Marika. Because his mom made his eye to seal his serpenty self. Ow. I was very gristly poked there. It's always great when he does his little fire spell because it... Oh my goodness. Ooh. It doesn't really do much to danger you. Well, if I get to phase 2, it, is not going to be... Unless I perfectly dodge all his snaky attacks, it's not going to make a difference, but... I didn't even make it there.
In the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Other fun things. It's fun that he has 2 different death quotes. Well, I shouldn't say death quotes. Kill quotes. The Messmer's flame, and then the one where he talks about being swallowed by the abyssal serpent or whatever. Oh.
Stripped of the grace of gold shall all be dead in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Man, it sure would be nice if this was the hardest boss I would face tonight. Well, actually, depending on how long I'm stuck here, it might be. Although it really is like, I mentioned this earlier, the final area is actually on the shorter side. The Shadowkeep is really... is really the big legacy dungeon of this place. Oh, well, I'm dead already.
Stripped of the grace of gold shall all be dead in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
I don't know who... Because we know Mesmer's mother is Marika. Uh, he makes that pretty clear. I don't know. My assumption is always that, similar to Millennia and Mikola, he's another clone baby of hers.
So restrictive the grace of gold channel death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
I'm getting greedy. I'm doing that thing, and it happens a lot in two-phase bosses, where I'll die a lot to the first phase because there's a certain point where, like, if you spend too much on the first phase, you're not gonna make it anyways. Oh, that one you actually have a little bit more time for. Okay. Heal up while we're here. Hello, Hornson. That was a stupid heal. Alright. Ah, bad roll there again. On the bright side, he does do a thing that they have plenty of these bosses do, where he'll occasionally just decide to walk instead. Oh, well, at least we finally got the base surfing again. Oh crap.
Lightless creature, embrace thine oblivion, as shall I.
Oh. I hope everyone enjoyed seeing 10 seconds of phase 2. I hate that move. It's not super hard to dodge a lot of it, but it does kind of punish you if you're going hyper aggressive and constantly staying on him.
Restricted the grace of gold channel death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Well, okay then. Since I can only successfully parry one move, maybe I should stop trying to do that. Go for more jumping on him. I like parrying bosses when I get the chance, though. Just a bunch of his moves I have a hard time finding the parry window for. Oh, bad rolls there. Ooh. You keep breaking out these moves that are very mean to try to kill me. Aw.
Shall all meet death in
That
the
wasn't a good
embrace
run, though.
of Messmer's flame.
Taking more damage than I should, really. 163. Yeah, I think I'm definitely hitting over 200 when I face the final boss. Who I'll do a very similar setup to this because he's a very hard boss, but I try to parry him a fair amount. Fair amount. That probably should have hit me, but I'll take it not.
Of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
I think that attack hits decently hard, but I think also because I went for a greedy attack there, it did extra damage. Ah. Okay, Bobby Joe. I know this is mostly my fault, not yours, but if we could beat this guy now.
Of gold shall all meet death.
Okay, that attack just does a lot of damage too.
Messmer's flame.
Very much not beating him, I see. This is worrying. Last time I fought him, it was oh man. I'm gonna get off my free couple hits for that. Okay, Horn Senpai, I might need to summon you in at some point. If I can't remember competence. Ooh.
death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
That one I must have rolled a titch too early. I almost felt like I was clear of the attack and then it pulled me in, but I must have almost just shy. One should theoretically get better at a fight as they keep doing it. But I guess I can be evidence that the opposite might be the case.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Not that getting tilted isn't a phenomenon, obviously. I wouldn't say that's the case here, though. It's not like I'm getting mad. Honestly, I know there's a lot of people who are like, oh, you should use everything the game gives you and beat bosses in 1 or 2 goes, which is fine. But I feel like a lot of the fun here is figuring out a boss to get the mastery of it. Ah, there it is. I guess I might get tilted in the sense that once he hits me once, it kind of throws off my rhythm. Excellent. Breaking out that cheeky grab. All right. I like that move. This is a hard phase too, because like yeah, see, he did it too. I knew you would. Oh. Oh, that was an early roll, but it was so early. The other fun thing too is because he's in the boss chamber.
Lightless creature,
Okay.
embrace thine oblivion
At least that seemed
outside.
decent. One of the differences, if a boss has, and Bale had this too with Egon or Igon, what have you. If the summon symbol is in the boss chamber, the boss does not receive boosted stats if you use it. Oh, too soon. Alright, let me heal up. This is such a bad boss run. I'll keep it going because I clearly need the experience. Ooh. Hey, I finally actually got the parry off. Look at that. Oh, I didn't even mention, yeah, you need to get 3 of those to get the riposte, which... I've been doing so badly, I haven't had a chance to get it. I don't know why that one does so much damage. I mean, I guess it's still big, heavy swing. Aw. Enter phase 2. I knew he was close. Oh, you... I actually survived that. Now I'm out of heals though, so he summoned Snake. bad timing on that. All right.
Embrace thine oblivion.
At least I'm now finally getting him to like 10%. Also, for all of those currently a little bit tuned out, which I don't blame, I will mention we hit the funny sex number except with a 1 in front of it, so that's fun at least. Let's pick up my massive runes. Heal up. Oh, bad roll timing there. At least I'm finally remembering the moves I should never have forgotten. I'm surprised he broke that out again. Heal up. That's just double heal. And
Those stripped of the grace
Aw.
of gold channel death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
always feels bad when you get to the second phase a couple times and then you stuck and go back to the first phase again. Oh well. I meant to roll that and I didn't. Oh, I hate that one. Something about that hit. It's not super hurt, but I just... Ah, okay, I see what happened there. I actually got hit by the fire of the after effect of the attack. Okay. this is... Well... I might get to the second phase. But I'm gonna have no healing for it, so... Hey! Oh, that was unfortunate. Oh, I mistimed that badly.
Creature, embrace thine oblivion, as shall I.
It's always kind of funny. Like, obviously, because they... Oh, did I never? No, I think that just lasted longer than I thought it did. Get my roots. That was not a worthwhile trade.
Of gold channeled death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
I think this is partially punishment. Because I underestimated how long I'd be on Messmer. Which I really should have known better. Alright, there you go, you son of a bitch. Ah, I rolled that too soon. That's healed. I don't know why that didn't hit me, but okay. Weirdly, it's actually better to be hit by that, instead of the final attack, the attack right before it. Oh, man.
In the embrace
Well,
of Messmer's
I did okay in the very beginning of that run, but not that time. Oh, man. I really should stop going for the parries. On account of the fact that, like, for whatever reason, I cannot I should have that timing down more for that than I do. Oof. God damn. That one's a little hard because you need to kind of double roll those, but you need to give yourself just like a moment in between. Oh, I'm gonna get grabbed. Oh.
So strict with the grace of
Oh.
gold shall be
Okay.
dead in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Man. I guess it makes more sense since his phase 2 is legitimately like halfway through. But the fact that I've died like 4 times more to the first phase than the second. Dead.
If the grace of gold shall all be dead in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Some of these mix-up too. Ugh. Probably doesn't help that I also have on this funny finger robe. Let's see. I'm almost halfway through my time. Okay. At this point, if and when I finally beat him, which, man, I want to get to Radon tonight, but who knows if that's going to happen now.
If the grace of gold shall all be dead in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
It's embarrassing how often the roll catch moves have been getting me. Effectively, I'm panic rolling those when I shouldn't be. Because I know the delay built into those. Oh, that was a stupid one. That's fine. I went for a second heal there and then didn't respond in time. That was fair. That was my bad. Like, a lot of these mistakes are just dumb ones I keep making. Like, right there. Forgetting to actually dodge the way I mean to.
Those stripped of the grace of God shall all be dead in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Oh my god. I may legitimately have died more to him now than the first time I fought him. Probably because I'm trying to play this build like a light, quick dex weapon and not like a strength weapon. Yeah, I take the second heal even if it's a little bit wasted. What a mare mess. Hey, Donnie. Nice, I finally pulled it off that time. Oh, I know I can't parry. Oh. Let's just pop the heal now. He's now become a snaky boy, Donnie. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay, I got really lucky that he knocked me out of that. I should not be locked on during this phase. Well, there goes the last of my healing. You son of a bitch.
This creature,
Man vs. Miracle Boy, Dawn of Justice.
shall
I hate that move. It's actually a pretty fair move, honestly. You just need to be actually paying attention, know to back off and not go too greedy when you're trying to attack him in his second phase. So how you doing, Donnie? Healing up. Oh, they actually staggered him. Wow. That's pretty optimal, actually. Six don't have the same quieting need of the sharpened king. Good. Come on, see how my niece is going nuts. Oh, so she's finally getting to play that, huh?
I will not suffer.
I'm actually going to let this play on account of the fact that this run's going well, and I want a tiny break. Oh, man.
No, mother. Forgive me.
There are times when Messmer's voice acting kind of leaves me a little bit cold, but they can't always be bangers. Egon/Igon probably brought 300% of the energy, so. What are you noping for? He has to remove the seal that his mother gave him to unleash the base serpent. I would play my copy for bench. She wouldn't leave my room or my Xbox alone. Now, he was more ripping out his, like, eye-shaped seal. They didn't show it. They just let you have all the squelchy sound effects.
Wilt thou be taken in the jaws of the abyssal serpent, shorn of light?
I don't think I noticed the first time that he had, like... That was an awful timed roll. He summons snakes and doesn't afraid of anything. Aha, I knew you were gonna do it, you son of a bitch. I don't care how base your serpent is. Ah, almost not used to you doing these moves in this one. Oh no. Let's heal up just to be safe. Come on. Oh, I got greedy there. That was dumb. Fun fact, this is how puberty starts for guys. Cool, it's a non-removable glass eye that he removed. He's a noob. Did I have brothers? I never knew. Ah, damn. That should have been the run. I got greedy. You should never do what I did there, where you're like, oh, oh god, what are you doing? That would explain why I started noticing gills differently when I gored my eye with a pair of scissors at age 11. Ah, damn. Admittedly, I partially got lucky in that one too, where I must have accidentally actually hit him enough to get through his poison, knock him out. Yeah, being around the world not seem like the right call there. I mean, if you want to keep using that move, I'm not going to complain. Oh. Okay. Actually, that may be more akin to Bloodborne's. In some ways. Ooh. Cat attack's not nearly so bad if you just back off from him first. Okay, this one. Oh, he did his fast snake attack. Let's just heal up. I have plenty of heals. Okay, part of this is I'm being kind of greedy too. Damn.
O lightless
Oh.
teacher, embrace
I rolled that
no
so well too,
fear,
usually.
shall I?
Of course, our Chunin are actually just people who flaunt their sealed eye powers. I don't think you should short Chunibyo. I mean, you probably just meant to say Chuni. But the end there is making me think of the Naruto term. Man. So, to be clear, um, that was not just choking, but that's because I'm being greedy. And I'm trying to wait till I have him dead to rights before I summon Hornsent. Bro, let me... Oh. Oh, man. Ah, bad roll there. At least now these attempts actually seem halfway competent.
No restricted the grace of gold shall
And then I do that.
in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
In fairness, that was only a very slightly mistimed one. It just happened to be mistimed in a way where it got me killed there. As it has that second part of it that's like the little explosion there that is designed to draw out the damage box of that attack, the hurt box. Oh, that was a bad roll.
No restricted the grace of gold shall all death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
God. Not only might I not get to the final boss tonight now because of this, but Messmer is now on track to beat Bale. Which is sad because Bale had the advantage that I've never fought him before. That is not the case for Messmer here. must heal to be safe. I'm actually astonished that the middle of it didn't actually get me. I cannot believe that didn't actually count as hitting me there.
Of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
Honestly, that run seemed like it was doing okay. There was one or two times there where like I accidentally only dodged in the right way. It wasn't like just the right placement. So I don't actually mind having lost that one. Curse ye Winslow, ye who are not fond of... Oh, I was going a little piratey there. Curse you. I really should have summoned Egon more for that fight. You don't actually miss much though. Like you get like a line of dialogue.
Stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death.
Oh man.
In the embrace of Messmer's flame.
So Mesmer's up to 38 that have just been from him. And honestly, both of those have been pretty legitimate. Trust me, the memes have turned that dialogue into a husk. That is true and fair. That was an awful... I'd like rolled each of those at the exact wrong time.
Of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
You'd think by now I would both remember and have figured out how to dodge that properly. And yet here we are. If the internet sucked the use from a meme, sorry, it's what's feel fluid. I mean, in fairness, half that's just people like... Ooh. You know, they just want to also show, like, that sense of community there. I can't believe I got hit by that. mean, obviously I can't believe I got hit by it because it happened. But... Alright, now I think I might actually legitimately be getting tilted. Which I shouldn't be. But... Now, why didn't that hit me? Like, I shouldn't complain, but that definitely felt like it should have hit me. Oh well. Means no Rick roll.
In the embrace of Messmer's flame.
32. Oh man. I guess that's fair. Like, what is a Rickroll if not an overused meme, but it was meant to be like, clearly everyone's experienced that you should get Rickrolled at least once. I don't know. Maybe it's because that's it's a malicious shared experience. Well, Egon's dialogue during that fight is... I'd say not. I'm gonna do a double heal there. Man, can I not let this first phase melt all my health? There we go, that's better at least. Ah, that was dumb of me. It has seniority. That's fair. Well, I at least got to this second phase. I'm astonished you didn't do the move. Hey, I actually got this off. Nice. Oh, I messed it up there. Here we go. Here you go, Sorensen.
Messmer, foe of my beloved people, in vengeance for the flame, my blade I wield.
I said I had to do the job myself, Messmer.
Narca,
Thanks, Hornson.
upon thee. Accursed Messmer, my clan's suffering, their pain, all that they felt. Do you understand now? Your ugliness. Ah!
Snake molted and melted. There. That was such a pain to do. Rip Bozo. So, for reference, that was 40 kills. So he was shy of Bale, but not by much. Messmer's kindling. The kindling that burned inside Messmer the Impaler, a dark thing eaten away at by a wicked serpent, burns the sealing tree said to be found at the old Raw ruins. Messmer, much like his younger sister, bore a vision of fire, which is so Melina is very burned, which is why they think part of the reason why at least that they think Messmer might be Melina's older brother. Dead before the MP3 file ended. Remembrance of the Impaler. Remembrance of Messmer the Impaler, hewn into the skidoo tree. A malevolent snake writhed within Messmer, and so his very mother plucked out his eye and put in its place a seal of grace. See, I told you. The eye gouging happened when he was a baby. Yet having done so, her fear compelled her to secret away her child within the realm of shadow, hidden away, keeping company with the original sin, and a hatred that would not be confined. Oh, man. Boo, look, it's what the baby needed. What's up, Warren son?
Meet again, I see, comrade in arms, upon his end. Did you see Messmer's face? 'Twas sublime. A very tangle of snakes. To think he dared call us savages, when he himself was most base of all.
America just can't quit having mutant babies. Yeah.
To say the least, I am to you indebted, yet unquenched remains my thirst for revenge. The death of Messmer was merely the start. Now comes the piper to collect from America, her offspring, and all the Earth Tree's denizens, in vengeance for the flames. My blade I wield, if Miquella's redemption soothes the ache that throbs within, demanding blessed vengeance, and I wish not to be by him redeemed.
So is this how I get you to be a friend for
If
that?
Miquella's redemption, and I wish.
Alright, I don't know if he has anything in between, like after you do this part. I have no idea. Okay. Let us look and see what we can make from Messmer's remembrance. And then I can probably still get to Radon tonight, maybe? Well, I'm also going to step away for a couple minutes, but first let's finish looking at this. Now, we can also get Messmer's set. Messmer's Helm. black helm of Messmer the Impaler, crowned with two intertwined winged serpents, slightly enhances incantations of Mesmer's flame, as well as Fire Knight skills. The winged snakes were Mesmer's constant companions. They were there when the base serpent was sealed away behind his eye. They were there through his eternity of suffering. They will accompany him yet, in his hideous new form, born when he destroyed the grace granted by his mother. They have accepted his fate as much as he. The winged snakes were good noodles. Mesmer's armor, black armor of Messmer the Impaler, draped with a red cloak bearing his crest embroidered. On his mother's wishes, Messmer made himself a symbol of fear, undertaking the cleansing crusade she desired. Direct thy maledictions, thine ire, and thy grief towards me alone. Those are the same. I assume his pants are the same. Yeah, okay. And then we could make Spear of the Impaler, which requires Dex and Faith. Weapon of Messmer the Impaler, a great spear with a warped blade in the shape of undulating flame. Remade by the forging arts of the Realm of Shadow, this weapon can be thrown by executing a strong attack, dashing strong attack, or mounted strong attack. Charge the attack to produce flame on impact. Unique skill, Mesmer's Assault, a fierce succession of attacks using a flame-coated spear tip. Repeated inputs allow up to 2 follow-up attacks. The final move thrusts the spear into the ground, causing countless spears to form in the surrounding area. Messmer's Orb, an incantation of Messmer the Impaler, summons Messmer's flame to form a giant floating orb. The orb soars toward a foe, crashes into the earth, and explodes after a brief delay. Charging enhances potency. Charging enhances potency. Messmer despised his own fire. Time and time again, he hoped to rid himself of it, but ever did it burn. 60 faith. So yeah, requires a lot. I don't know if they actually in the patch fix this, but this you can throw Mesmer's spear crazy distances, or at least you could. They might have fixed that by now. I don't know. Man, I have so much, but it's fine. So when we come back, we will be at here. Like even Moog and Morgoth are probably hers by self-realization, even if she was buried to Godfrey at the time. And Godwin was the only one that could see it that way. There is something to be said for that, really. Okay. But anyways, that was exhausting, dying that many times. I'm gonna step away, actually. As funny as the finger rope is, we can take it off now. I'll put on the raptor's black feathers. Be a little bit stronger for this next area. Actually don't look bad. But yes, I'll be right back in a few minutes. I'm gonna just step away and decompress after dying that many times. Be right back. Alright, back. It's a long and sorted list, isn't it? Also, it occurs to me, I might not actually get to the final boss tonight. Because there's kind of a boss right in front of the final boss. Don't get a boss health bar. But we'll see. I should definitely get to them tonight at least, but... Burn the ceiling tree. I don't know why it's called a ceiling tree. It's not like it's holding up anything, but... Because... No, I'm not even gonna bother. It was a bad joke. Man, so many trees keep trying to stop us on our path, and it's like, we'll just burn this stuff. Visler the Simpaler. Just gonna leave that with you before I drop for the night. Alright, Donnie. Thanks for hanging out. You have a good night. I kept thinking it was gonna do the dramatic reveal, but it takes a little bit. Nicholas seems to like his shiny places. Like Elfile, the brace of the Halig tree. I'm sure other people have already done the math for it, but I kind of wish Sully the Witch would release a video just with like the sheer height differential from up top there all the way down to the bottom of whatever the Chaos Woods are called. Oh man, let's ruin this nice neighborhood with Baba Joe. Are we gonna go get Bobby Joe a castle? They also teleport us. We're right over here. But if you look now, teleport here. Anir Elim. Yeah, go this way. Oh, there's another. I wish I could kind of get their feet armor, because if you don't know, they have. What did I get that on Bobby Joe actually? I don't think I did. No, I probably got my other character. But they have like little bird claws. Like their feet are designed to look like bird talons. Which actually they enhance the damage of kicking attacks, funnily enough. Like weirdly appropriate, right? Up. Lover ahead? Oh, you can go up. Oh. Doesn't really save you any time, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Okay, I believe this is the way to go, or is it going up? This, however, takes you back to Messmer Fire Grease. So when we got to like right here, it said this place was sealed. And we need to burn the sealing tree. And I always thought you had to come into this final area through here. But it turns out they just teleport you there. But they can also, you can walk back. This will actually not be the only time we go to Bellavat Tower Settlement via Anirilium. If I remember what I'm doing. Which is evidenced by my 40 deaths to Messmer, the Impaler. Is very likely not the case, actually. Now, admittedly, I could have upped my Shadow Realm Blessing, and that might have helped and made a little bit of a difference, but I'm saving that for the final boss. Oh, classic From Software level design. Have there be like a big obvious way to get where you want to be going, and you can't do it. Behold, what? I'm not quite sure what it was trying to tell me with that. It's funny how reminiscent this is of Elfile, too. Considering these are Inquisitors. And So these are horn scent, I believe. Ah, right, you actually drop golden horn tenders. Excellent. It's also always weird to me that they're called horn tenders. Like, for a good while, I was fine, but eventually the idea of them being chicken tenders just stopped, and it's like, I can't not think of them that way now. Excuse you. Did I want you to attack me? No. So that's what you get for being rude. Ah, okay, let's jump down here. With all the man flies. Oh, another revered spirit ash. Oh, well, okay. They do make Torrent stronger. Not that I can ride Torrent in here. This is a legacy dungeon. Final one. No, no, get off me, get off me. So, considering how long I was stuck on Messmer, unless a miracle happens, as appropriate for being named after the final season of Attack on Titan, I'm not going to be finishing the DLC tonight. Because I would say the final boss is probably 2 to 3 times harder than Messmer. Although maybe I'll actually take some precautions. Like I'll do stuff where I tend to not necessarily make myself as tough as I could be, so. There are things I could do to maybe make it not be as painful. I can't hit you, jerk. Okay, let's see if we can find a way up. It's not around here. I need to find a different way up. That is... Okay, I'm not dead. No, it's just back down this way. That was dumb. Hey, more manflies. I keep forgetting the damage added by a jump attack. So I keep thinking, like, I can just do one single swing and it'll do it. And it's like, no, 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 no. It doesn't work that way. Raise the message. Ah, rain. Now we'll also see, I think pretty soon, there's like one final type of enemy they add. Oh, do I have to go on this tree for this? First off behind. Oh, okay, I see. I was like, what are they talking about? Oh, Feral Clank Finger Remedy. Not really relevant to Bobby Joe, but that's okay. I don't think I've actually gone this. Spira? What is the home world of Final Fantasy X doing in this game? It takes 48 faith. Superior sorcery of the Tower Priests, wielded as an incantation of the Spiral. Spiral energy? Row, row, fight the power. Wrap one's arms together and hold them up to the heavens to summon a spiral of light that erupts at the enemy's feet. Column of light persists for as long as the button is pressed. The spiral is a normalized crucible current that, one day, will form a column that stretches to the gods. So I know I was kind of joking around with that, but I believe actually that is... like, you could argue that is straight up what spiral energy in Gurren Lagann is. And why the anti-spiral was scared of it and all that stuff. Alright. Oh, this took me all the way back here. Okay. Also, Bobby Joe is covered in the blood of the Inquisitors right now. Which is fine. I mean, they're called Inquisitors. They probably had it coming, really. Alright. Now we find Dancing Lion Warriors. They're not as bad as Dancing Lion, obviously, but... but they are strong individual opponents. I think there's one for each of the types from the Dancing Lion. And I think they respawn. Or do you just have to kill all of them to get the headpiece? You can get their headpiece, which is just a smaller Dancing Lion head, but... there's an item there, but I don't... Ooh. Oh my goodness. The spell spamming jerk. So on kind of a rude thing, the person doing that was actually up above on the roof. Oh, right. Carved words coalesce. I abandon here all of my fears. Man, Mikla just threw everything of himself away. Okay, you asshole. Spamming that spiral spell. How frickin' dare you? Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. Okay. It'll be fast if I can just land on this, I think. I deserve that. Was that gravity or that pillar? I gave it to gravity. Although it really did feel like the pillar shoved me off there, didn't it? Okay, let's drink my physics so I don't lose those. I'm not going to carry that massive amount of runes to the final boss, by the way. That's going to be the kind of fight where I just let those go away. The pillar certainly gave gravity the layup. Yeah, that's kind of a fair way of looking at it. Which is weird, because I think I said, yeah, I'm still gonna count to them. Okay, asshole. I'm not gonna let you spam spells at me. I know you're facing the wrong way, but I don't trust you, so. Alright. Separate list for assists. I don't think we'll get crazy there. Is this right ahead? Oh, the Inquisitor Ashes. This might give us important lore, actually. Ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell. Use to summon the spirits of 2 horn-sent Inquisitors. The Inquisitor hags wield barbed candlesticks. One of the Inquisitors casts a tower hex to heal HP, while the hex of the other boosts her own attack power. Inquisitions often perplexed the minds of the uninitiated, and so seniority was viewed as an asset. Kind of a weird way of calling it, but down. Ah, yes, I need to go this way. That should have been a jump. Try down. Ah, right. Ugh, I hate this. More Admiral Blondo-esque running around. Oh god, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. Is that? No, that's the thing you can land on. Oh, that is super not worth it. Okay. Now, one of these is the way I need to go, and one of them is, I think, to an item, so... Obvious ways to this item here. Lord Sworn's Bolts. I did not discover this on my first playthrough. Which, considering this is my second playthrough of the DLC... Well, it started as my first and became my second. You might be thinking like, well, wait, explain that logically then. And it's what I mean is I found it after the fact, looking it up. Because this is actually a rare weapon you can find. If you go all the way this way. Try right. Didn't expect good luck. I hate that. I hate that jump. Bellarat Tower Settlement. So now we go back to arguably the first legacy dungeon of the game. I do not want to die to this guy. Precious item ahead and short seek down. Ah, okay. I hope you don't need to meet the Horn Son again, because if so, I do not remember where the heck to go. Something incredible. And I actually think there were going to be any enemies. Try ranged battle. Oh, right. Oh, that guy was worth a bunch of extra runes because he had the Grace of Gold, effectively. Something incredible ahead. Oh wow, I forgot how far you had to actually go to get this. Like, I don't care about getting everything on Bobby Joe. This is kind of a neat thing to get. It's kind of fun to have to go all this backwards way through it. Honestly, I'm a little surprised they didn't actually put like a little boss here. But you know, they already kind of do a little bit, maybe one or two extra copy paste they shouldn't have with bosses, so probably for the best. Euphoria. So it's a Faith Twin Blade. Twin Blade symbolizing abundance, the secret treasure of the tower. Though the blades fashioned from golden shoots are largely wilted and darkened, their luster can be restored by dealing damage to foes. However, damage dealt to those who live in death will have no such effect. Unique skill, Euphoria Vortex. Using the power of the vortex, violently twirl the armament, dealing multiple slashes directly ahead. The greater the restored luster of the blades, the greater the power of this skill. However, use of this skill will fully consume the blade's luster. So basically, as you attack most enemies, it gets stronger. And then you can also burn all of that to deal extra damage with its skill. I don't know if they actually from what I've heard, like, it takes a lot to really get to charge it up. So it's not really all that viable, but, you know. I'm sure if you're actually really good at the game, and thus don't need the edge, you can use it to do some fancy maneuvers. Now, I believe if we go the other way we could have, there's just a way we can go that'll take us back. Do I not have... No, I don't. Okay. Yes, this was the other way I could have gone. Okay. Back to a near limb. Which I'm sure I'm kind of butchering that, but whatever. Oh, is this back to the beginning area? Is it back to the beginning area? I don't know, actually. There's a new big fat guy. Okay, no. I recognize that guy. Okay. So let's instead go to Spiral Rise. Okay, I've still got over a half hour. That's not bad. I would already say I'm probably halfway. Wow, he had that spell ready to go. Also, why are all these... Are they man-flies? They might just be statues or bodies of regular people. Of course, what would an area in the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC be without some more grave birds? hate grave birds so much. As evidenced by that atrocious fighting versus them. Like, oh. It's embarrassing, except I've already explained I don't like them, so. Which is kind of funny, because I feel like the first few times I fought them, I'm like, oh, this is a decent bird enemy. I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but I can respect it. But I've just had to face too many of them. Ah, Revered Spirit Ash, okay. I keep hoping that can be another Skidoo fragment. I could definitely use it because, I think as it stands I have 17, which means I only have 5 levels, and I think I'd rather be plus 18 for Radon. Oh. Hey, there we go. Okay. You can get up to plus 20, although I think you need to get all of them to get up to plus 20. Ouch. Well, okay. Are they called Lion Knights? I don't remember, actually. I'm just gonna call it Dancing Lion Knight. Oh, God. I shouldn't have had these wounds. Also, that was an awful fight against them. Oh, I got lucky with the grave birds, though. So at least there's that. Let's heal up. And take care of this Dancing Lion Knight. Or whatever they're called. If I got one of their... Like, if I got their face mask to drop, it would tell me. Which, I guess if I drop, like, a silver horn tender or something. Jumping. Is there value to doing that, though? Jumping required ahead, but no high road ahead. I think this just takes you back. Which is, like, fine. Oh my goodness, did that enemy take an elevator to meet me up top? It's kind of wild, actually. Okay, I think this is now, because we fought the lightning one and we fought the frostbite one, so this is probably going to be the wind one. Yeah. Damn it. Guys, I want to at least get to the final boss. Can you stop killing me? They're like, well, no, we have a job, and it's to stop you from getting to the final boss. Damn. I don't think there's... I don't know where this shortcut would go. Ugh. Alright. I'm gonna run this now. Very dangerous versus the Grave Birds. The Dancing Lion Knight's also going to be dangerous to run away from, but I think I'll be fine. I did not realize they put him right in your way. Which is mean. Okay, I think what you need to do here, actually... is probably send that down. Alright. That was an awful run. I should not be carrying this wealth of runes on me. Hi. 192. Alright, well, let's see if I did what I think it might do, but I might be wrong. Probably a closer place to where that is, I just don't know what tower it is. Yeah, because I want it to be like right there, but it's not right there. There's definitely a way you can make this shortcut work that I just don't remember. Okay, that's more efficient. Can I run past this bozo? I'm pretty sure I can if I actually do it properly. Yeah, there we go. You know, am I a dumbass? Like, you know what? Let's see where this leads. Because I think there is something like a grace or something right past that person, but if I knew where this shortcut connects, it would probably work out a lot better for me. Instead of wasting all this time with Bobby Joe. When I don't want to waste this time. Uh, oh, wait, does this take you to... No, it's not even down there, too. I want to make actual progress first. Let's... Well, I'm going to run out of my Twiggy cracked here, but that's okay. The problem is I keep doing this attack and opening myself up to this dude's like full combo. Which does a ton of damage. Oh, that was very cool. God. This one guy has my number. I don't even think he's that tough. I'm just being a dumbass against him. Well, my physic was still in effect at least. Thank God for that. As I'm grateful to hold on to these runes that have only been a bane. Oh, man. Okay. Hey, another golden horn thunder. Okay. Run up this way, run to the side. Okay, asshole. Maybe the fourth try will be the charm against you. I could probably try and parry you, but... That does so much damage. There we go. That was not hard at all. Horned Warrior's Greatsword. Curved greatsword of the Horned Warriors, keepers of the tower, a heavy weapon made to bring the death strength of the warriors to bear. The ornamental tangled horns allow the blade to serve as a medium for horn calling. Unique skill, Horn Calling Storm. Invokes tangled horns to cover the weapon's blade. Call a storm into the horns, then mow through enemies. Additional inputs allow for up to 2 follow-up attacks. That is a good question. I feel like Horned Warriors is what they all are, and the guys with the dancing lion masks are their own specific thing. But I might have that wrong. Hey, another Skidoo tree fragment. Okay. Alright. Oh, wow, okay. Ah, okay. Oh, wow. Bobby Joe's power grows. I could theoretically wait until after the next segment to do this, but the next segment can be a bit obnoxious too, so. Oh, man. So, this is a boss fight that's not a boss fight.
I thought I'd see you here. It's been quite some time. It was never kindly Mikula, was it? The Erdtree was leading you all along, so that you might ascend to lordship. Why come to these lands to begin with? I suppose it must be what His Eminence, or perhaps the Erdtree desired all along. The clashing of the favored lords, such that one would prevail. So be it. If you insist upon facing Mikula the Kind, then I will run you through whoever you might be. Don't tarry now.
So, be summoned to challenge Needle Knight Lita and her allies. So, I'm not a huge fan of this fight, but conceptually, I do really like the setup for it. Which the idea is, almost all the named NPCs you could interact with, the ones that Mikkel had charmed, by interacting with them in different ways, you alter the numbers and the characters on each side of this fight. And I believe... So we can summon Tiolier, and we can summon Ansbach. I don't know if I missed something for Hornsent. Or maybe you can actually have Hornsent do that. Anyways, I'm going to bring in the boys because this fight gets really obnoxious otherwise. So, summon Tiolier. This cooperator will not arrive until the time is right. Summon Pureblood Knight Ansbach. This cooperator will not arrive until the time is right. So weirdly enough, via NPCs, they kind of capture maybe the purest essence of co-op slash PvP. Obviously not like in all its intricacies, but to a nice degree.
Don't you dare approach Mikula the Kind. Needle Knight's leader, Dryleaf Dane, and our allies will never allow.
So you always fight Lita and Dane. Because I completed Freya's quest line, you have to fight Freya.
I cannot hope for a worthier foe. This is our moment. Let's make it something to remember.
And because we told Moore to put it behind him, he is now an adversary. Moore is unfortunately super obnoxious to fight. Hey.
Of the pure blood. I stand with blade aloft, blood of fire, for the dignity of my lord and master Mold.
I never could have imagined it. That you might be the Erdtree's rightful lord. Such as it is, this battle could not be more fitting. For the birth of a new god and the coming of a lord.
You and I, fighting. Tragedy this is.
Well, good Freya. It will be my honor to test my blade against her.
Thank you, Saran's back. The mere sight of your
The boss fight is the friends we made along the way.
all the more I yearn to crush it in my grasp.
God damn, Moore, why are you so freaking annoying to fight?
I offer this fight to make of the kind.
Although, I will say, we don't have to fight Hornsent.
I am here to serve Centrina evermore. I am deeply sorry for doubting you. I am here only to grant Centrina's singular wish. I will not lick of kind. We will never lick of God. Lick of kind will help us forget.
Righteous tarnished. It appears that our interests have aligned. Arm upon my soul it is that we do not meet today. Now, my blade. Watch closely.
Sad forever.
Oh shit, it's Lita. Oh crap. Teolier, did you already die? I mean, I guess Teolier always did say he was weak. Bro. Riley Dade is vicious.
Make the world a place.
So, I'm sure you can do that fight without summoning people, but it'd be such a pain. Like, it must only stop you at like 2 or 3, probably 3 enemies at once, but oh my god. And after you do that, all the NPC quest lines have wrapped up so you can find their stuff. Moore's Bell Bearing, Verdigris Great Shield, Helm, Armor, Gauntlets, Greaves. Greaves is made from an unusual metal known as verdigris. Verdigris is said to be the gift of an outer god, possessed of an enormous hefty yet supple strength thanks to its rusted nature. Verdigris Great Shield. Great Shield made of an unusual metal known as verdigris, boasts greater guard capacity than damage negation, to the extent that the shield will continue to protect its target even if its bearer should die. Unique skill, Moore's Charge. Ready the shield with both hands, then charge forth while maintaining guard. Ending in a shove imbued with verdigris magic. Knocks back nearby enemies, but does not cause significant harm. Hold to extend the length of the charge. Freya's Greatsword, Helm, Armor, Gauntlets, Greaves. Greaves of Redmane Freya, member of General Radahn's most distinguished knights. After witnessing Freya's valor as a gladiator in his youth, Radahn invited her to join the ranks of his most trusted warriors. Her golden armor is affixed with a black woolen mantle. A hideous scarlet wound was once hewn into the center of her face. Later, Mikla gently put his lips to it, and the unfading scar became the compass that Freya would thereafter follow. Freya's greatsword. Weapon of Freya, a red mane. Greatsword decorated with a mane, much like the weapons used by her liege. The spirit of Freya's training lingers in this sword, enhancing the power of red mane battle skills. And then spinning slash, which we saw her do, is one where she would spin and stuff. Dane's footwork. I will actually... I'm pretty sure they have basic enough stats. Yeah. Hand to hand. A technique for hand-to-hand combat without the aid of a weapon. This martial art focuses on kicking techniques. This kick-based martial art is unique to Dane, a dryleaf and sworn ally of Lita. He acquired these skills by training with the aid of a waterfall, letting the water beat his body and throwing himself into its basin. Skill Palm Blast. Skill of the spiritual seekers known as the Dryleaf sect. Imbue hand with energy before using a palm strike to unleash an explosive blast. The already formidable power and impact can be bolstered by charging the attack. Both of these you can change out what their Ash of War skill is, but yeah. Oh, we can't actually, can't do anything in that area because it's a friend zone. Lita's armor. Chest armor of Needle Knight Lita. Slightly strengthens attacks following a dodge roll or backstep, as well as dash attacks. Embroidered with a golden cross tree motif, the chalk white cloak and surcoat symbolize the honor of the Needle Knights. Kindly Mikola fashioned us as his needles to quell all, to ward away all. I'm gonna get to a place where I can show off some stuff real fast. Because they just give you the two hand-to-hand weapon types, but... There's Ansbach. I think we're good. We clear once we get here. Yeah. So yeah, if we wanted to make him a kick guy, then you can two-hand. I'm signed you up in here. But no. Those are fun. Alright. Now let's talk to Ansbach.
Righteous tarnished. That was an astounding battle, to be sure. Now I suppose this leaves only one. But in truth, I cannot calm my quivering. Challenging a god is no small matter.
We can ask about Tiolier, and we can ask about Mohg's death.
I'm afraid I underestimated the lad. Appearing frail in both body and mind, I presumed he'd be like to stumble upon the field of battle. What a fool I was. He serves another master, but Tiolier performed magnificently. Perhaps he too quivers with anticipation, as do we.
I have no idea where the Hornson's body is,
Oh,
but...
Something you want to get off your chest? Well, you needn't worry. It was you, wasn't it? Who defeated Lord Mohg. Fear not. I bear no grudge against you. His Eminence was felled in an honorable duel. And such are the risks of seeking lordship. Besides, what right have I to complain? I blame the enchantment more than anything.
Ansbach's
Righteous
cool.
tarnished. We will have our victory. I swear upon my blood.
Yeah. Ansbach's a good
Righteous
friend.
tarnished. We will have, I swear.
I don't think Tioli is here anymore. Like, he's just trying to invade to stop them, so... Alright. God, I have over 5 million runes. This is ludicrous. We need to get rid of these. Because, screw having to worry about these in the boss fight. So, what is something I can give myself? Does any of it matter? I mean, strength, I guess. The tiniest damage boost. Does dexterity give me anything? I guess I could see if quality would make a difference with the anchor. Give myself more mind. I don't need it though. I don't get anything from any of these stats, though, do I? Well, I'll pump up dexterity anyways. Why not? All of that for only 9. Ugh, that's fine. Well, let's see, actually. Ash of War. Standard would... Okay. Heavy gives me that much. Keen, of course, would devastate it. Quality? No. Okay. Now, if I were to get enough dexterity... Although 40 dexterity? I mean, I guess you got the 60 dexterity. All right. Have that. Okay. So, let's actually make some changes. I don't think I'm going to be doing much jumping. So, Dragon Crest Great Shield Talisman. Yeah. I do want to keep these. Do I picked up the golden braid, right? How much does that give me? That goes up to 69? That's not a huge difference. Actually, maybe I'm still going to do some jump attacks, though. I'll still keep that like that, though. No, just keep it with the hat that brought me. Maybe I don't want to change actually too much here. Oh, actually, one other thing. Nicola's Great Rune told us, I can find it. They get it, right? Yes. It mentions it retains naught but the power to resist charms. This is what it's for. And then we're gonna actually change my wondrous physic. I don't mind keeping regen, but I do want to give myself. Opaline's pretty good. Yeah, I think I'll keep it this way. I could try to deflect, but I never really learned how to deflect. Okay. So. Actually might summon these guys for this just because I've never actually seen what dialogue they have. Now notice, for those ones they would let you summon them in between, which I mean those might have made those guys tankier too, because you do it beforehand. We're not summoning these inside the arena, which means they are giving the boss more health. And we will summon Ansbach. Okay. Everyone ready to see the boss who is going to kill me for the little remaining time of this stream and then the final stream of the game? I'm hoping final stream of the game and not final streams of the game.
My loyal blade and champion of the festival. Both your deeds will ever be praised in song. Now, the vow will be honored, and my lord brother's soul will return, so that he may be my consort.
Nicola may be a little bit okay with incest. So there are horns spreading out of his gauntlets, and this version of Radahn does one Blood Flame attack, which if you don't do Ansbach's questline, are your design hints as to the fact that this Radahn is made out of Moog's body.
General Radahn, a pleasure to see you. All this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have you.
Come on, Radahn. Ooh. He's so tanky with cooperators. Oh, I'm gonna get him to phase 2 unless I mess it up. Which, I might, actually.